From vibe check to validation, bridging the vocabulary gap for AAC users in teen friend groups. This research article explores the vocabulary typically developing teens ages 12 through 15 use to build friendships, identity, and their perceptions of why these words are important in peer interactions. The main finding highlights the critical need for SLPs and support staff to incorporate teen specific language into AAC systems. This is vital for supporting peer relationships and fostering social inclusion for teen AAC users. So, in this research, they utilized deductive coding, which uses Talliamonte's linguistic categories to systematically identify and tally the frequency of words during peer conversations, are essentially the quantitative data. And the key categories from Talliamonte's framework focuses on sentence elements, including starters, finishers, slang, fillers, swear words, and quotatives. These are essentially the building blocks of teen social connection and expression. And used for the focus group analysis was inductive coding. Through this, themes and categories emerge directly from participant discussions regarding the social importance of vocabulary, which is our qualitative data. Overall, the study combined the quantitative and qualitative data to best understand the social significance of vocabulary choices among teens. And the major takeaway is that vocab is just not about communication. It's fundamentally about belonging and identity within teen social structures. And then, when thinking about the different vocabulary types and frequency, sentence starters and slang phrases were utilized the most frequent, highlighting their central role in teen interactions. And these were used over 400 times in the study. And teen vocabulary is kind of like like gateways. Words like guys, bro, and man are used for entering and maintaining conversational flow. Additionally, using age specific vocab can show group membership and creates a shared social identity among teens. Additionally, phrases like oh my god, thing, these can add an emotional emphasis and intensity, which kind of can add a different layer to conversation. And that vocab can kind of act like a conversational flow and help maintain the conversational flow. And it's just kind of another core element of peer language for smooth interactions. And understanding the specific language patterns reveals how vocab shapes social identity and belonging among teen social circles. So, vocab signals social alignment and group membership, and it access to locally relevant slang demonstrates shared identity and peer inclusion. Additionally, vocab can kind of act as conversation management. Critical words, especially sentence starters, are vital for attracting attention and entering conversations. And this skill is crucial for AAC users who might face speed challenges in real time communication. And language evolution. Teens' language and vocabulary patterns change over time, and AAC systems must be able to be adaptive to reflect this continuous developmental language growth. And the clinical impressions for SLPs is that we need to view AAC through a social participation lens by enabling meaningful social interactions and connection. And through this, we need to kind of have a collaborative vocabulary selection with clients by prioritizing teen voices, working with teens, AAC users, to select vocabulary is essential, and to not only rely on adults who tend to be unfamiliar with current teen language and trends. Additionally, to kind of respect the importance of autonomy and individual preferences in language. That's very vital. In addition, it's important to understand that vocabulary must adapt to different life stages and changing needs throughout adolescence. And it's important to update AAC systems as language development evolve and to incorporate vocab related to identity and growing peer relationships. And I think a beautiful way to end this presentation is with this quote from the article. To prioritize the social well-being of AAC users, we must strategically develop AAC systems that foster meaningful friendships and robust social connections through peer-specific vocabulary and language strategies. And this quote demonstrates that AAC systems incorporate really authentic language of teens. And the users gain the tools to participate fully in the social world and develop a sense of identity and belonging that are all central to healthy development and well being. Thank you guys so much for listening. That's all I have.